Assalamu alaikum, people. Hope everybody doing well on this Monday morning. Nice, sunny. Everything being viable. We got a little work right here, and we're gonna talk about Zaire Mitchell. Zaire Mitchell, Bricc Baby. As of September 5th, 2025, the brother Zaire Mitchell plea agreement has been held. The change of plea held and completed, which Bricc Baby has took a plea deal for count 2. And if you brothers been following this case, count 2 is the 9mm that he got caught with.
Oh, so the 9, okay. So Bricc already told us he was taking his a plea deal or whatever have you, right? It was some, so it was a 9, it was a chop, whatever. You know, this shit confusing, but it's good he getting this shit over with. You know what I'm talking about?
But this is the kicker that, okay, count 2. He's been charged with, it's a Ruger 38 caliber, it's a 9mm, it's an AK 26 round, 32 rounds of ammunition, 60 rounds of ammunition, 31 rounds of ammunition, 36 rounds of ammunition, a 45 caliber, and an extra cartridge.
Bricc Baby had artillery, Bricc was getting ready for war. He was gearing up for war, bruh. Free Bricc.
So that's count 2, right? Now, they have the items listed here, and for some reason, I don't know if this brother pleaded for all this right here, because if he pleaded for all this right here in the blind, I don't think that was a good move, unless it's something other circumstances that's going to take place dealing with this right here. But me personally, I don't get it. But I know sometimes people have to do what they have to do. At this point, Bricc Baby doesn't have anything that somebody say he's bad or anything like that. I don't know what happened behind closed doors.
So you saying ain't nobody saying he quite bad, but you saying it's suspicious that he taking a blind, so it's a blind plea agreement, if I'm not mistaken, right? Okay, and he say it's a blind plea agreement for a chop. Remember, we you know, the chop was a big case. They was talking about that a lot. Then, you know, he had to, I guess when they raided, they found, okay, so they found a chop, then they found a Yestola. It was he had hella guns, bruh. So basically he's saying this shit is looking suspicious because it's hella shit. Who gonna take a blind plea unless you like, you feel me? You got like a safety net type shit. Free Bricc, bro. This shit looking, you know, it get difficult anyway. It get like that.
I know that he did sit down with them people initially when he got cracked a long time ago, because he's the one that came out and said that the brother Big U was up under investigation, dealing with that hot one and dealing with the financial crimes in that nature like that. So, you know, when you're dealing with this federal government, everything becomes tricky. And you can go to the penitentiary and they can bring you back and you can testify on somebody. I'm not saying he is and I'm not saying he's not. But them one of the options that may be placed on the board, or another option, he just basically said, okay, man, I'm tired of being up in here. I'm going to go do my time and I'm going to keep it moving. Okay, but on December 19, 2025 at 9 p.m., he's going to get his time. And we know for a fact that Bricc Baby been to jail before. He been caught with pistols before.
So like he say, Bricc Baby sat down and talked to them people last time or whatever. What he talked to them about? You know what I'm saying? And then he say like, remember, because I remember Whack all them Big U 600. I mean, 600 and Whack, and then when they was saying that Bricc Baby told them that the feds was investigating Big U, right? And if he told them that, I'm sure he told Big U that, right? Which I don't like. All this is being mentioned, right? Because they saying like, all right, he kept that information for Big U, but he told Whack at them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or if he told Big U, that would be like kind of interrupting the investigation or some shit. And then they like, if he didn't tell him, it's just hella shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Or he's an ex-felon. He's gonna have all type of stuff. If you've been to that federal penitentiary, you're gonna understand what he's up against and what he's facing. So I don't know what the guidelines may be. Maybe you guys want to ask somebody about that, but his case number is, if you guys want to go and do the research yourself, his case number is 225 CR 00132. That's his case number, and you guys can go look it up for yourself. You guys can go down to the federal building. You guys can get the documents yourself. It's easy to go get the documents. It's easy to go in there, use it on the computer. It's easy to type in people's names. That stuff is simple. You know, if the case is
Hey, I know Bricc gonna change his life, bro. When Bricc Baby gets out of jail, he's gonna change his life. He ain't gonna continue down this path, cause it's hella shit. Get politicked on about this, that, and the third. Then they bring in, cause first off, they gonna they gonna sort that out. They gonna sort this case out. What happened? How you get this leeway? This, that, and the third. Then on top of that, they talking about that not the old shit, but the little dark shit. You know what I'm saying? Which Bricc was hella confident that it wasn't him. He assured us it wasn't him, bro. You know, but the people still looking at everything like, hold on, bro. You know, especially the ones who in this greed, like.
It's public record. It's gonna be public record. If dudes have declarations up in there, you're gonna see the declarations. If dudes have testimony, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see the dudes that how they got on. If you dudes out on bond, you're gonna see if they got a signature bond or they got a bond where they had to put a property and things of that nature. All that stuff is up in there when you go pull up certain individuals' information. And this is why it's always to be accurate, you know, when you're dealing with this stuff, man, because a lot of dudes on this YouTube space, and what they do is they put jackets on individuals, bro. And like I was saying about the brother Big U case, Big U case is a delicate case, and his case, just like I said, it's like 3 other different cases in that section over there. You had W.I.G in them case, you had my brother and W.I.G case, and you had Lil Fee case, and now you have Big U case. So these cases are delicate, and you know, throughout all them cases, you had a lot of individuals, you know, they sat down with them people, and they got to talking about, you know, certain things. Of course, you know, when you get picked up, they're gonna ask about the brother Big U, but they also gonna ask you about a whole lot of other things. And then, even though that, you know, it's a lot of people,
And it ain't surprising that they gave it up, that they told them people everything that they wanted to know. If that's what, well, you remember last time he told us it was like 50 people that's cooperating against Big U. So, bruh, you know what I'm talking about? This shit get janky, bruh. It gets shady. Yeah, and then he say Big U, because I did the video. I took it down though, bro, for whatever. I don't remember. But he say Big U reaching out to Whack 100 for help, like kind of like exposing the snitches, and then they looking at that like, hold on, bro, I know he ain't communicating this shit over, because it was I guess he was having a conversation with somebody on the phone. He in jail, so it had to be a jail phone, right? He tell them like, yeah, I need to reach out to Whack, tell him I need his help, apologize type shit. I know he ain't had nothing, him and 600 ain't had nothing to do, which is a trip. Cause you remember what he said, bro. When he first went down, he was on Bix and he was on Whack. Like, hold on, them niggas, hold on, nigga. Niggas done got me under investigation. Whole time, they say this investigation been going on for a decade, bro, at least. But I think in the paperwork they say it was at least 5 years or whatever. How you?
They're not going to be witness against Big U. You have a lot of individuals, brother, that gave statements, in that case, not even pertaining to what was going on with Big U. So if you brothers don't understand the dynamics of that, because I hear a lot of dudes with the chatter talking about how many people, it ain't that many people over there, it ain't that many people this, and ain't that many people there. But it's funny because they not from over there, and they don't know the history of that section over there. And bro, it's like, even when I talked to W.I.G and I was explaining to him, I was like, bro, why you never told the brothers, man, out the section, man, how many dudes told on that case? Because it was way over 100 people that gave statements in W.I.G and my brother's case. And dudes be thinking that it's not believable. And it is believable, bro. So it's like, that's what happens when, the law enforcement starts shaking the tree.
It's believable. I don't know why you don't. If you don't think it's believable, brother, everybody telling, bro, you crazy. Like I said this in that other video. Somebody will go through social media withdrawal, bro. Can't scroll, see cheek, be broad out here loose.
They start running around, they start gaffing other individuals. Dudes get scared, rightfully so, because man, everybody's not built the same. Everybody's not built for that. Everybody is not going to be to the point where they're going to be just tough ass dudes and things of that nature. And then 9 times out of 10, if they bring women up in there, the women going to have kids. They're going to, they're going to threaten the women, talking about taking their kids and things of that nature. So these are the things that come in place, man, when you're dealing with these type of investigations and stuff like that. Even with Bricc Baby, dude's going to say that, it's just going to be suspicious, he's taking a deal. He's taking an open plea deal. He don't know how much time he's going to get and things of that nature. So it's always going to be suspicious, man, when you dealing with this stuff. So this is what comes with that element when you out there doing criminal activity, or when you gang banging. You may not be telling, but dudes still going to say or speculate that you're bad because.
And it's so peep this, bro. Imagine having a relationship with a girl or a female woman, whatever have you, right? Man, that's what you into, right? And they keep accusing you of something, of something that's, first off, if you're an honorable person, right? If you somebody who stand on the business, it come across as like it's offensive. First off, the accusation, like, hold on, bro, that's not how we I thought we all signed the pact, right? So you so nervous would make me think you a do that, you know what I'm saying? But that's how it be like with the streets. The whole like now, before I feel like it was like I said, they weaponized the snitching shit. Now that's why I'd be like, shut the fuck. I can understand it though, from like you getting into it with somebody, you arguing with them, and you like, you a snitch, nigga, like just on some talking shit. I get that, right? But from a standpoint of you acting like you just a snitch hunting ass nigga, or like you just you standing on the bit, I get that, nigga. You can stand on the business how you're more, but for you to act like. It's a weird relationship to have with the street where they constantly on your back, like, let me see your paperwork, let me see this, let me see. And it's like that because so many niggas have infidel. It's understandable, but it's a weird relationship, bro. Like I say, imagine you in a relationship with somebody and they keep on accusing you of some weird shit, and you like, that's not even how I fuck with it. You got me mistaken. You know what I'm saying? Who want to be subject to that, bro? Who want to be subject to that, bro? And yeah, they have been suspicious of Bricc for a while, nigga. It's Bricc, nigga, free Bricc though. See, I say it, bro.
Because you may get a better deal, or this may happen, or that may happen, and then you got to prove that, and you got to do this and do that. That's too much, man. To me, that's too much. Because if you stay down and you show a sense of loyalty and things of that nature, you still gonna be up under scrutiny, man. It doesn't matter, man. You cut this case, that case. Because dudes call dudes rats all day long, every day. They call dudes informants. They call dudes this. They call dudes saying dudes in witness protection programs and all that stuff, man. That just come with it, man. So in 2025, I don't think a lot of brothers really pay attention that, man, dudes don't really care about that stuff no more, bro. You know, dudes don't care.
Hey man, shout out Eddie Boy. I'm gonna have a link to his actually shout out Abdul Aziz 5822. I'm gonna have a link to his channel in the description. In the comment section, I mean, he's right though, bro. He got a point. You feel me? Like, first off, Bricc Baby, you know, he's been under heavy scrutiny. He handled it well though, right? Which like when I see the way he handled it, the accusations or whatever have you, it's either a nigga super calm under pressure, or it's definitely not true, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely didn't think Bricc would do nothing. Like, he comes across, I don't put it past nobody, bro. You know what I'm saying? But certain niggas come across like when you come from the ground, and that don't mean shit. You could be born in this all the way from the ground up, seeing how it go. And then be the people who most likely, you know, who know the ins and outs, who know how this shit go. I wonder what they gonna say about this shit. What y'all think about? Because it's a lot. You know, they trying to say this, that, and the third. Bricc can come back from the pen and test, and it's a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Bricc, nigga, I don't know and don't really care, because I wouldn't do a crime with Bricc. Or none of these niggas on the internet. That's why I be like, I wouldn't do a crime, period. You know what I'm saying? But let alone with somebody on the fucking internet, or somebody I ain't know for 10 years or some shit, I ain't, bro. I ain't, bro, you know. But yeah, man, that's neither here nor there. Free him, dog.
Shout out to W.I.G TV in here. W.I.G TV. Somebody did it. He got his name, W.I.G TV. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Wig TV, hey, I fuck with you, my nigga. I ain't... Wiz Gang, shout out. Hey, that's the king of the California right there. Y'all subscribe to Wiz Gang TV.
Keep playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say, yo, keep playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say, ho, I can't be playing with that paper, ho.